Welcome back to Crypto Meets AI. Jerry here with an update for you. Do me a favor, friends. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and comment down below. It really does help with the algorithm. Now let's get into this. We're sitting at $2.99, trading within a range of 291 to 301. We're up barely, maybe 1% on the day. It seems to be kind of trading sideways, but we can always test that 280 mark again. So keep that in mind. The Trump tariffs on India doesn't seem to have affected the market too much from what I could tell. So maybe we averted that one, but maybe it was already priced in anyways. Now let's go down the old rabbit hole. The inside job. Ripple trumped the shadow office. What if the US government never fought Ripple? What if XRP was already inside Washington? Built into insider crypto policy from day one. Let's unravel the covert truth. A new pro-crypto era. In January 2025, the 119th U.S. Congress was sworn in, now considered the most pro-crypto ever, with 298 lawmakers supporting innovation. Ripple's CEO Brad Garlinghouse celebrated the legislative shift, calling it a landmark moment. Crypto loyalists in power. Trump appointed David Sachs as the official crypto and AI czar in December 2024. No confirmation hearings, exemption from disclosures. A new working group and task force promoted crypto policy aligned with elite interests. Perfect timing, Fit 21 and genius. Fit 21, the Financial Innovation and Technology for the 21st Century Act, passed the House in May of 2024, exempting compliant protocols like Ripple from full SEC security classification. The Genius Act passed Senate in June and the House in July. It mandates audited stablecoins. Legal experts found a section suspiciously tailored to match Ripple's operational model, including clauses favoring enterprise blockchain networks with pre-allocated tokens. Was Ripple involved in drafting parts of the law behind closed doors? I don't know. Maybe so. The real reason Ripple survived the SEC war. Many crypto firms folded, others fled, but Ripple stayed, Ripple fought, and Ripple won. Why? Some believe the lawsuit was never meant to destroy Ripple, but to cleanse it in the public eye before taking the stage as a U.S.-approved settlement layer. Classic case of controlled opposition turned national asset. Justice was a stage, regulation was the curtain, Ripple wrote the playbook, and XRP holds the script. Comment down below and tell me what you guys think about this. Do you believe there's some truth and bearing to this? He stated facts about meeting Trump officials in 2018. I'd like to know what you guys think. XRP will overthrow Bitcoin and twist the geonomic game. Bitcoin is a financial trophy. XRP is infrastructure. As global finance migrates on-chain, it's not about store of value anymore. It's about programmable rails. Bitcoin's rise is linked to ETFs and stagnant or stagnant sediment. Institutions poured $414 billion into BTC by August of 2025, but price created deadweight, regulatory complexity, volatility, and a disconnect between financial power and settlement usage. Contrast that with the XRP ledger. Real-time finality in 3 to 5 seconds, lowest fees in the industry, native support for tokenization through AMM and hooks, enterprise-grade governance, fully ISO 222 compliant. That's not speculation, that's settlement math built for Wall Street. Bitcoin may attract headlines, but XRPL has attracted real institutional interest. Strategic roles for CBDCs and tokenized treasuries, BlackRock's stealth tokenization strategy, and Ripple's custodian OCC banking charter play. Smart rails in healthcare, identity, and law enforcement. While Bitcoin plays defense, XRP builds offense. The SEC settled the XRP case, ripping the final legal overhang off the ledger's institutional runway. Trump's crypto shift means more clarity and fewer blind spots, and XRP benefits directly. Now consider future dynamics. Tokenized debt issuance needs rails. Cross-border liquidity corridors demand speed. And smart asset issuance requires on-chain identity. Hello, DNA protocol. XRP is the real infrastructure. Bitcoin is the museum piece. The conspiracy, Bitcoin's growth is controlled via ETFs, but institutions are already pivoting to programmable audit-ready rails. XRPL's AMM protocol outperforms Ethereum's GAMM, designed under volatility conditions with less slippage, stronger price sync, and better return metrics for LPs. Final thought, it's not about who's bigger today, it's about who controls tomorrow's money motion. XRP will dethrone Bitcoin not through speculation, but through design. It already powers institutional liquidity, it already integrates with global financial systems, it's wired for the programmable dollar. If you own XRP now, you're not late. You're early to the only protocol designed to replace what Bitcoin aspires to be. Man, I like that. Bitcoin was intended to be exactly what XRP is becoming. Honestly, I'm shocked how much Caitlin Long gets wrong here. The XRPL is decentralized. There was no XRP ICO. ETH was clearly the first ICO. Vitalik admitted this, stating, "What Ripple did was easier legally." Joe Lubin credits himself for creating the ICO boom. The XRPL was created before a single coin was ever sold. ETH was sold before the network ever existed. The XRPL was the first blockchain with native tokenization. It was literally created for assets like RLUSD to be issued on it. The idea that this is some kind of pivot is a complete lack of understanding of how and why the XRPL was created. And Bitcoin ecosystem, Bitcoin is distributed by miners selling Bitcoin. And the XRP ledger ecosystem, XRP has been distributed by Ripple selling the XRP. This obsession where the coins come from has no bearing on the utility of the network. See, and that's the problem with the Bitcoin maxis and the Bitcoin people. They understand that Bitcoin has failed at what originally created for. It was only the beta test coin, people. That's all it was. XRP is the final product. New Ripple video features Ondo Finance tokenization illustration, showing the XRP ledger connected to BlackRock's Biddle Fund, Franklin Templeton's Benji Fund, Goldman Sachs, Citi, and JP Morgan. Let's check out what he has to say.
At Ondo, we started out by building tokenized treasuries. In order to build institutional grade products like OUSG, we really need to work with partners that have a focus on institutional grade standards and 24/7 instant convertibility. So we're really excited to finally be able to bring OUSG to XRP Ledger, the decentralized public blockchain, to continue to build institutional grade cash products alongside Ripple. That's something that a lot of our institutional clients have been really drawn to. It's about routing capital and assets to make a financial system that is ultimately faster, fairer, and more accessible to everyone. Tokenization is not just a pilot or a stepping stone, but actually has real commercial utility today. And we've seen that in the numbers, 200 billion plus in stablecoins, 5 billion plus in tokenized treasuries. And our offerings now between OUSG and RLUSD are used every day, constantly in production. We have real investors instantly minting and redeeming, in many cases, tens of millions of dollars at a single point in time. And this is that watershed inflection point moment.
Obvious that they've been planning this and doing this and running pilot programs in the background and testing out this technology behind the scenes. They're all connected, whether it be Ondo, Goldman Sachs, Citi, BlackRock, JP Morgan. They're all interconnected. They're all doing the same thing. They all went to the same schools. They all worked at the same companies. Honestly, it should be obvious, in my opinion. We're excited to officially introduce XRPL Seoul 2025 with Ripple as the title sponsor. Hosted by XRPL Korea, September 21st, 2025, one of the largest global XRP events with 3,000 plus attendees from 100 plus companies across 40 plus countries. This is why I keep on saying the institutions are here. Now you got countries jumping on board as well. Japan goes full crypto. SBI Holdings filed to launch Bitcoin and XRP ETFs. The kicker, these could be Japan's first regulated ETFs with XRP exposure. Asia isn't waking up, it's already moving. And breaking news, the SEC declares stablecoins as cash. XRP and RLUSD are set to explode. This is what I keep on saying. It's one thing after another. If we had this type of news coming out back in 2021 and 2020, we would be skyrocketing right now. Obvious that they're manipulating the price and keeping it down. Well, that's what I have for you folks. Until next time, stay savvy, stay stacking, and I'll catch you in the next one. If you enjoyed this, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and comment down below. And if you want more crypto deep dives, check out our videos right here on Crypto Mates AI. Thank you for watching. Remember to always do your own research. This is not financial advice.